Now that's the completion of the VSA indicator scan results here we have. And what we do, we can actually move this to the center and scroll down.
Oh, they're in there. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Now what we want to see here is the VSA indicator scan for the last 20 bars. So we have to move this to the right. Okay. Once you have this to the right, now the whole point is to look at those which is showing either a triangle that is pointing up or down. Up, right? Because you can only buy, right? So if you have those, like this one here, Rand Hill. Let's look at Rand Hill. Click on this one here. Now you can see Rand Hill has a weakness the last few days here. Okay, that's referring to that one. What I want to do is just focus this side. Okay. For the TSR capital. Okay, wow, this is an interesting one. Okay. Not much volume. We went down here to about 70 cents. Oversold. Yeah? Now finally we're picking up here. So this is one that is good to look at. You got a lot of strength in the background here. Look at this green indicator. Next one. Look at that WCD. Well, this is classic, right? Look at WCD. It's made a run from 280 to 301. Now higher prices are rejected here because you have what's this? You have high volume, right? When you have high volume, market close in the middle of bar, that's not good because you got what? You got weakness in the background. The last week, when I say in the background, it's the last few bars. The weakness in the background indicated by down bar here. So we do see WCT may move slightly and retest back. If you're still interested in WCT, around 280 to 90, that's a good level to be looking at. So you don't always try to chase the market. That's what we good about trade guidance. You don't allow you to chase the market. Okay, going on to the next one. Namfat, you like Namfat? Okay, you got the MTI, Buddha Jaya. All right, Buddha Jaya. Okay, now we got Buddha Jaya here. As recent as early this month, right, September 6th, we got weakness, right? Weakness immediately after weakness, the market were moving sideways, right? And then you got a test here, but then there's a breakdown of a test. So whenever you see a test, that means there's a strength, right? There's a strength, but if they break down the low of that one and retest here, means the background of weakness has overwhelmed the strength. Because remember, trade guidance is not a forecasting tool. It just tells you what has happened the last few months based on professional activities that is seen on the volume. Okay. Now let's look at the Buddha Jaya today. Let's look at my real time. Real time here. Buddha Jaya, look at the code. Okay. 5085, 5085. 5085. There you go. So as soon as you see this low volume test, it breaks down here, it's trying to retest it again. Right? If you're optimistic about Buddha Jaya, $4.390. It's a better one. Because to me, the way I see Buddha Jaya, it has to move sideways for a long time before it does go anywhere. You know?
Excuse me.
Yes.
For Buddha Jaya, I think on the month chart there's a buying climax on the month chart.
You look at your.
Will you deter me from buying Buddha Jaya?
See, from the daily, weekly chart, all it says that the market is going through stages of consolidation. Right? $4.60, it is as high as it can go. Because this thing can follow the same route as Sun Dhabi. Break this 360, retest back at 313, 260 around here. That's my concern. If you're going to buy Buddha Jaya, right, you got to look at the fundamental. Because you just can't buy on this. You got to look at the fundamental. What is the projection? You got to have a good feel of it. So one of the things that we do in fund management, we actually send some of the analysts to go and talk to the management. right? Because you do not know what's happening on the right-hand side,
Yes.
right? Because all these are done by professional activity. If you send an analyst go over there and talk to them, and they refuse to answer your question nor give you any forecasting result or profitability, what does it tell you it's going to be, despite what's going to happen? I'd rather buy here, right, at 210 compared to 4.1, you can lose 50% of your mark. So that's what you have to make sense whether you're investing or trading. That's the first goal, right? Having said that, I prefer stocks like this, which is non-Shara. This is what I'm looking at now. Myself and Bill, as a matter of fact. Okay. Now you can see BJ Toto will give about 6 to 7 dividend yield compared if you put your money 2%. So for those who don't mind, right, you can see you have a nice support here. Even if it breaks down on $4, it is still okay. Right? Remember, BJ Toto actually go through a consolidation one between $3.90. If you buy at $3.90, if you were to get at $3.90, your yield will be about 7 to 8%. Okay, you put it in FD. Because this one is a safe. And around 460. I did bought some the other day for my own ETF account, and Bill is buying some today. Buy it around here. This is a good level. And we have this high was last year when the football came in, the whole BJ Toto, the Escort spots. Came back down, now supported here, and they just came out with a result which is not that surprisingly. They didn't do as well. BJ Toto. Having said that, still holds up here around 410, 420 here. Now let's look at Trade Guider. What does Trade Guider say? Switch this off. Hold this back a bit more here. I'll just switch off the watch list. This can't be right.
Decimal basis.
No,
Changing the decimal.
this can't be right because
So only one decimal place. You got to change to 2 decimal places.
yes, I believe so. I believe so. That's the problem.
Under, I think under edit. Under view. Under chart.
Now we see when I change to 3 decimal place.
Under display factors. Change to view. Edit display factors. Edit display factors. Display factors.
Okay.
Change to 2 or 3 decimal.
Okay. Now, if you look at this sector here, which is the giving sector, what I like about it is, whenever if you do have Trade Guider, and for longer term, when you see a lot of this green sign here, this is where you should be buying. A lot of support here, higher price are rejected, so buy around here. This is just looking at the daily chart. Now you can switch on to a weekly chart. Weekly chart shows you buying, right? Some around here, tier level to $4. If you're longer term, look to buy at $4. But having said that, sometimes it never come down at $4. Right? So you have to be very patient. But I think around 410. I bought some for around 410. So I'm in the money now. Let's see where is Vijay Toto today. Gone up. It's gone down to 415. Switch to a daily chart.